What's up guys, this is Ronnie. Welcome back to tutorial 15, and today I'll be going to continue the last part actually, which was how to read the file contents. So in the last tutorial we have discussed that how to validate the file format, like if the requirement is to only read the CSV or text file, then if someone is sending you the image or JPEG or PNG file, it should generate the proper valid response. And after that, if user is sending the right formatted file or file with the proper extension, then it will also generate some sort of like response that the attachment is valid and the file has been saved to this location. And this part we'll see how to read the content of the file. So here will be two things. First we'll go and read the URL of the file where the file has been stored, and after that we'll read the URL, and from the URL we'll read the file content and generate a new file. So same thing, prerequisite, we need Twilio account, we need ngrok, we need MongoDB and Atlas, but MongoDB and Atlas we are not going to use in this section when we are going to like construct the complete bot. We are actually planning to build some sort of grocery item shopping bot or shopping bot, like where user can go and insert some items, and the order or the purchase order or the items will be booked for like delivery. So something similar we are going to plan. So that time we will definitely use MongoDB and Atlas, but just because in our entire this kind of a flow diagram we have this thing, so that is why I didn't remove this thing. So next thing is that the scenario, so receive an incoming message with the text file. The goal of this or objective of this tutorial is to read the text file and write the content in a separate file. So let me just minimize this thing and what is actually happening. So let me just tell you guys, so what we actually did in the last tutorial. So this is the last tutorial, so this is the code from last tutorial. So in the tutorial 14, if someone is watching our channel or this video for the first time, please go ahead and watch this series from the beginning. You will get much more confidence and idea what is exactly we are trying to achieve. Okay, so next thing is that let me just write something hi. So see, it is going to reply you have not attached anything from your number. Next thing, I'll try to attach something, but this time we'll attach something invalid. Okay, so I'll attach this thing, but our goal is to only validate the CSV or text file. Okay, so it said invalid attachment, you send this thing from this number. So now I'll attach valid CSV file and we'll see what is happening actually. So I write this thing. See, I have written this thing. Okay, so it's saying valid attachment, this thing, and attachment is saved here, and also my attachment has been logged to this file. So num_file link CSV. So let me just refresh this thing. See, I got a file. This is my name and file_link.csv. I got this thing. If I open this thing, see, the timing, this is today's timing. Okay, then my number and then the file URL, so everything is there. Now my this tutorial, now our objective is to read this file, read this URL, fetch the data from the URL or fetch the file data from URL, generate a new file with this content. Okay, so we'll try to do that. Okay, so for that thing I have created another file, because I'm not going to use the I'm not going to write the whole code again from the beginning, because there is no point. So this is the tutorial actually we did in the last part, tutorial 14. So let me just remove something. I'm not sure what is happening here, like this thing. Okay, so no, this is not the right tutorial. Let me remove this thing first. Okay, let me copy and create another file with this thing. So that's it. So let me open this tutorial 15. Okay, so this is the code. Okay, so now what I'll do, whenever there is a new file, so after storing the file, we will try to read from that file. So what we'll do here now, so we'll call a function, and which will in turn going to read from that file. So for that what we'll do, we'll try to create a function. So def read underscore file. Okay, and we'll give the file name. Okay, so file name. Okay, and file name is, in our case, this will be the file name. Okay, so what will going to happen here? So we need to read from the file name, import requests. Okay, what is, okay, fine. So what we'll do, so let's data underscore, let's read data, so it will be request dot get, and I want to read from the file URL. So this is the thing. Okay, I want to read from this file URL. So why this is not opening? Let me open this thing. What happened? Okay, it's open actually. So I want to read from that URL. Okay, so the URL is in which position? The date time is the 0th column, then number is the first column, and for this this phone number is the second column, and then URL is the third column. So it will be in the index of 2 positions. So first we need to read this file, and after reading this file we need to get this thing. So what we'll do, with io dot open, okay, and we will use this one file name. Okay, file name, it will be open as a read mode, and encoding will be UTF-8, and it will be as, okay, let's say as F2. Okay, just because we have some F1 here, we'll put it as F2. So it will be data will be F2 dot read. So we got our entire data, and after that what we'll do, we'll just simply close the file. So F2 dot close, we are closing the file, and after that what will happen here, we'll come back to here and we'll write data equals to data dot split, and it will be splitted by comma, and we need the second, like 012 second means this. So what we'll do, we'll try to print this thing. Okay, print data. Let's see whether it is able to print this thing or not. So what I'll do, I now return, before returning this thing, so what we are going to do, f1 dot write is there. Let me close this thing, f1 dot close. So it is close actually, and after that we are going to call this function. So it will be read underscore file, and we are going to pass this thing, because we are going to read this file, right? So we'll get this thing. So is there any print? I think no more print is required. We need this print. So we just want to see whether we are able to generate this print or getting the URL or not. So for that thing, I just remove all the commented all the print. I just want to call this function, and after that if I call this function, it will generate the URL. So URL is the 2th index, so that is why I'm just doing this thing. So let's run this thing. Okay, it is running. So what we'll do, I will just try to generate the file again. Let me generate the file here. Where is the file? Okay, fine, I'm generating the file. So it went, so there is some error. So list index out of range. Okay, so it is saying that list index out of range. Why this is saying to file name, I read this thing, data equals to data dot this, but why this is saying, so for that thing I believe I need to check what is exactly getting printed here. So we will do something, let's see. Okay, for that I need to close this thing. We need to debug actually, nothing else. So everything will be all right, guys. So this is normal process. Okay, so let's run this thing again. It's running. So attach the file actually. Okay, file has been attached. Okay, so I got this thing, but if I split this thing with this is not getting splitted. Okay, the reason is that okay, so let's first try to split this thing with comma. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so terminate, remove. Let's run this thing. We're just going to debug, so this will also help you guys to understand what is happening exactly. And let's see. Okay, so we got this thing. So this is this is this, so 0 and 1, but let me check one thing. Okay, let me check this thing. Okay, so actually I by mistakenly I actually did something wrong. So first column is number, second column is this thing. So sorry guys, so I thought that I am actually getting the date time format as well. So probably I by mistake I opened something other file. So everything is fine, so it will be 1. Okay, so no need to worry, fine, everything is fine. Okay, so let's run this thing. See, this is normal thing. Okay, so let's run this thing. Okay, so let's so now there should not be any error. Okay, file, everything is fine. So I got the file URL now. Okay, so what I'll do now, I'll try to read the file from this URL, and after that I would like to generate a new file with the file content. Okay, so let's do this thing. So let's give this a name, data underscore URL. Okay, now request, so file underscore data equals to requests dot get, and we'll write data underscore URL, right? This one I will write. Okay, and after that I'm getting the data, and after that I will try to print this thing. Print file underscore data, so dot text. So it will actually print everything, but if the file size is very big, then I will not get anything here, cause the Twilio thing, the Twilio system or the Twilio API only gives you the time to respond. The maximum time should be only 15 seconds. So if you are doing some sort of logic or business application, or building some sort of application, you are doing some sort of logic building activity, your logic or the calculation should end before 15 seconds, or else this part will continue, but you will not get anything here. So now if I run this thing, I will get this thing, but I will not get any return here in my WhatsApp. So that is fine, we are just doing some testing. Okay, so let's remove, terminate, remove, and let's run this thing now. Okay, if the file size is big, then it will happen. If the file size is small, then it will be able to do it within 15 seconds of time. So it is working. See, it is still not terminated, it is going on, still going on. So it will definitely take more than 15 seconds. So I will not get any response in my WhatsApp. See, I'm not getting anything. Okay, so it will take some time. So right now I'm able to generate the file content, but I'm not able to generate this thing. So we need to do some sort of additional checking, that whenever user is sending, for example, you are developing on grocery bot and someone is uploading 1 terabyte of file, so you need to immediately stop that. So we should not read the whole content of the file. Okay, right? So that is why we'll do something now. Okay, so let it run, let it complete. Okay, I would like to show you guys that it will not generate. So now right now the control is actually here, still here actually here. So it is actually not it actually didn't came from here, so that is why this thing. Okay, see, nothing is here, right? It's terminated but nothing is here. So what we'll do now, we'll terminate this thing, we'll remove everything. Okay, now we will do something. File underscore data equal to file data dot text dot split, just because this is a new line separated file, the new line, every line will be separated by new line, and so it will going to give you a list. So I want to read only the first 100 record, that's it. You should not give user to update more than 500 order or something like that. Suppose you are going to develop one grocery like bot, and their user can enter or upload their CSV file, and every line should be an item. So you don't want that user should give more than 100 lines of order in a single file. So that is why I'm just doing this thing. So what will happen, it will only read the first 100. So and try to print this thing now, see whether it is able to print this thing or not, and whether we are able to get the response or not. So we'll see this thing now. Okay, let's do this thing and let's go. Let's do. Okay, I have uploaded the file, it's printed, and I got my response, see over here immediately. So 100 is fine, right? So now what we have to do, we have to generate the new file over here. Okay, so what we'll do for that, again same thing. Okay, with io.app open this thing. Okay, so here it will be something different, like this, output underscore, right? This will be like this. Okay, fine. So this is this, and after that we need to create a for loop for row in, this is actually row file underscore data. If you see, this is this is a list actually, every line will be printed now. So file underscore data like this, and after that what we'll do, we will write this thing. So it will be F2 is closed here, so that is I have created again another F2. So it will be F2 dot write, and it will be row and plus slash n, right? And once everything is done, we like to close this thing. Okay, so what will happen, every time a new file will come, it is already open here, it will be closed. So I don't think so I should close this thing here, rather I can close it here. Okay, so let's run this thing now. I think yes, so everything is fine now. So let's run this thing, let's see whether we will be able to get some file in here with name output underscore, and it will be append with the same file. So let's run this thing. Okay, so it's running. So let's give this thing, let's attach with a file name. It's done. Let's update this thing, let's see what is happening here. So something is happening, something done. I got this thing, so it means it's completed within 15 seconds. Let's refresh this thing now. See, I got this thing, output underscore this. Let's open this thing. Fine, perfect. And there should be only hundreds. See, it is only 100. Okay, so first line is header, you can make it 10001, then we will get exactly 100 record. Okay, right? So whatever we are trying to achieve, we are able to achieve. So let me just explain this thing again. So what is happening here, So what we did, we use the same code what actually used in the tutorial 14. So in that tutorial 14 we are actually validating the file format, and we are generating the file output file with the link. Actually, if you see, this file contains the link of the user inputted file. So, and in this tutorial what we are doing, after generating this thing, okay, we are not actually returning the same message. What we are doing, we are writing f1 dot sorry, where is that? Okay, so we are writing this thing, and after that we are calling this function, and in this function is getting called with this file name, the newly created file name. And what is happening, from the newly created file name we are getting the file content, and after that we are getting the URL, and after that using request module we are getting the data. We are converting the data into the text format. After that we are splitting the data with new line character, and after getting the list we are actually getting the first 100 lines of record. And once we get the first line of record, we are just iterating through this using normal for loop, and that's it. Okay, so this is very simple thing, guys, but very essential, and definitely it will be going to be a like kind of a going to be a kind of utility for your bot. So whenever you are going to do some sort of operation based on the user input, and whether user is going to send you some sort of input file or image file, you should use, definitely this is the only technique where you can generate the file data whatever user is sending. Okay, so what we'll do, guys, so I don't think so that I'll be able to put this thing in the slide, okay, in the slide, but what I'll do, I'll just put this thing here, and I'll write rest of the code block is same as tutorial 14. Okay, so that's it. So what I'll do, guys, I'll try to upload the GitHub repository link, and also I'll try to upload this PowerPoint slide as well. So PowerPoint slide is not going to help you much, so this is completely hands-on driven approach, so you need the code. So guys, now you understand why I'm just building I'm just splitting up this different components in a separate tutorial, because these tutorials are definitely going to be give you some sort of pain when you are going to develop the fully fledged bot in a single application. So that is why I just split up all the components. I'm just explaining this thing in different videos or different tutorials, and after that we are planning to start the actual development of our fully fledged bot. And that time definitely you guys will need this thing, and just because we have already done this thing in this tutorial, so you will get some sort of confidence, and I believe you guys will not face any difficulties to understand, because that time probably the video's length will be 2 hours and 3 hours, and in that video we will be going to develop the fully fledged bot. And if we going to explain if I'm going to explain this thing in those tutorial, so time will be again much more than this. So that is why I just split up every tutorial and every component whatever we are going to use in the future videos in this small section, and after that we can start writing or developing our actual bot. So enough of talking, guys, we'll see you in the next video. But before I in this session or in this tutorial, guys, please feel free to write me some sort of feedback or suggestion, or if you want me to create some other tutorial using this bot, or if you have any other use case, or if you are having any difficulties to understand, or if you need some sort of clarification suggestion, you can write me. Please feel free to write me, send me email, whatever, and try to do some sort of practice. Without practice it is not going to help you. Okay, so that's it, guys, we'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care, goodbye, and have a nice day, and keep learning, keep enjoying our videos. So once again, goodbye, guys.